Hi everyone, welcome to the Pokemon Labs Premier Challenge. Detective Pikachu wants to welcome you as well. I'm Arnie Wolfen.
I'm Vichy.
And today is exciting because it's the day after Detective Pikachu came out, so if you saw it, that's cool. If not, go see it as soon as you're done with this because it's really fun. Anyway, we got Allan, Martinez, and Hayley. And I'm going to read the names once they appear. There you go, Hayley Aldworth. Back on screen here. Allan gonna be running, okay, one of my all-time favorite Pokemon, Blaziken, as well as Smeargle, Tapu Lele, Kartana, Xerneas, Lunala, Necrozma, Dusk, Ardon, Wings. I tell you, that Necrozma, it's always tricky when you see like a Lunala and it's not Lunala. Yeah. Well, Hayley's going to be going for that double primals, most likely, with Groudon and Kyogre, Togedemaru, Tornadus, Tapu Fini, and Kangaskhan.
Now that Tornadus and Kyogre on Hayley's team was a common archetype in Sun and Moon, but it's interesting to see it back here in Ultra Series.
Yeah, especially because Kyogre cannot really work under the sun. So do you think the strategy is just start maybe lead with one of the, or which one do you think would be the best one to lead with?
Leading Torn is often a common strategy. It's just to immediately get Tailwind up. So,
alright, well we're going to take a look right now and see what happens. Allan's going to be on the left, Hayley's going to be on the right. Let's get into it. So I'm excited to see, as someone who's done both primals before, or not primals, but both Groudon and Kyogre on the same team, it's going to be very exciting to see if the primal version of that will work. We see the Dawn Wings. I tell you, it's been so long since I've seen Dawn Wings. We have Dawn Wings, Necrozma, and Kartana on Allan's side. And on Hayley's side, we have Togedemaru and Tornadus.
Usually a Dawn Wings on a team means it's an Ultra Necrozma.
Yeah.
And it will Ultra Burst.
So do you think we have the Fake Out and Tailwind on Hayley's side here?
Yeah, that seems like a safe play on Hayley's part.
Yeah. It's interesting because I think being able with the Necrozma, it's kind of nice for Hayley because you know if they do go Ultra Necrozma, they can't use that Z move right away.
Yes, they have to wait a turn.
Yeah. We're going to see Kartana Detect here.
That shows it's not Assault Vest.
That definitely is useful information, and we see that Fake Out. There's a taunt instead coming from Hayley's Tornadus, though, onto the Dawn Wings Necrozma, and we see it go straight up for an attack with Photon Geyser, not going to Ultra Burst yet.
I'm guessing Hayley was afraid of some sort of Trick Room, because often the normal Dawn Wings and Moon and Sun series carried that, but...
That makes sense, actually. That makes a lot of sense, but we didn't see that Tailwind right away. And Allan not showing that... that Ultra Burst yet might have given a bit of a clue to that, though we didn't see that Trick Room right away, so maybe he's prepared either way.
Yeah.
So do you think, in this case, well, we're going to see that Ultra Burst. There it is.
Ultra Burst, yeah.
There you go. And I always say this transformation is cool, but not as cool as Zygarde Complete.
Yeah.
Well, with that Ultra Burst, we now see a little bit of that Tornadus, which is going to use Tailwind. You know, it's so funny with the Ultra Necrozma because you can barely see some Pokemon.
Yeah.
Earth Power going to connect with that Togedemaru, but it's going to live it.
Showing the focus side.
Oh, Sturdy, actually. Well, that element of surprise is gone, and we see the Z Crystal flying the Z from Hayley's side. Oh, I'm sorry, from Allan's side. Messed that up. Of course, Tailwind. See, this is what happens.
Oh, that's a Z Tailwind right
there. Yeah, it's Z Tailwind. This is what happened when you have a Detective Pikachu in your arms. It distracts you with its cuteness here. No.
Sure.
And Nuzzle coming out from Togedemaru to connect with the Kartana.
Now, the fact that we saw that Sturdy on the Togedemaru might indicate, like, Endeavor, but...
We haven't... When was the last time we've seen Endeavor?
I haven't seen Endeavor in, like, since, like, Wolf's 2016 win.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, I would actually really like to see that, though, right? Because Endeavor could be super annoying, but with Z Crystals, I think it kind of defeats that purpose. We did see a Paralysis on Kartana as well, and the Photon Guy is going to get rid of that Togedemaru.
Looks like we won't see the Endeavor or whatever.
Nope.
This game.
Not this time. But now Togedemaru out. We will see Air Slash from Tornadus. Now, Air Slash has that chance to flinch the Kartana, 30% chance. And it does get the flinch, and we see the taunt wear off on that Dawn Wings. Now Ultra Necrozma. So now Hayley's got to bring in a new Pokemon, and we know she's got the Primals. So what primal do you think would be best?
She has
here?
her Tailwind up right now, so I'd say bring out... Alright, she's bringing out the Kyogre. So this might indicate she didn't bring Groudon, or...
she did, she might be saving it for the very back.
Yeah.
But definitely going to help with Hurricane if that Tornadus has it. We saw
We saw Air Slash,
Yeah,
so it's most likely not Hurricane.
It's been interesting, though.
Because there's also a Groudon on the team, so Air Slash might be...
That might be the...
reason.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Cortana being paralyzed definitely cripples it. I'm thinking if Allan does have Trick Room, he might want to use it here because you have that Tailwind on the other side and a paralyzed Cortana.
But when Tailwind ends, if you use Trick Room, it might come back to disadvantage him.
That's true. We see Photon Geyser connect with the Tornadus as it returns an Air Slash on Cortana. That's going to get rid of the Cortana before it even moves this turn. And now... Ooh.
And we see the Kyogre use Ice Beam.
And that Ice Beam is going to connect with that Ultra Necrozma. Gets it down. Oh my gosh! Gets it down to 23 HP and freezes it. Hayley has just had the best luck. And, you know, I think we're kind of partially to blame because we always have this joke where there's stream luck, where you always get burned, frozen, paralyzed, doesn't matter. You're going to get that status on stream.
Flinched.
Yep, flinch. Oh my god. So that's 3 things that Allan...
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Allan. That's sad. But at least the bright side for Allan, he does still have 2 Pokemon in the back. And Blaziken, I'm happy to see that on the stream. But do you think it stands a chance with the Kyogre on the field? Do you think that it might be able to use
if
one of
it's
its
a
fighting
Mega
moves?
Blaziken, which it probably is, since none of the other Mons on Allan's team can Mega Evolve, Low Kick can do a whole lot of damage to that Kyogre.
Yeah.
Maybe even way more than 50% actually.
Yeah.
So if that Necrozma thaws out...
That's what I was thinking too. If Necrozma thaws out, Allan might have this game in the bag. And even if it doesn't, I'm thinking Blaziken can still get, at the very least, get rid of Tornadus and maybe force Groudon out if they have Groudon.
Yeah.
And there's that Mega, so you're right on that. So now, I'm a bit nostalgic now because I haven't seen Mega Blaziken in so long. It was my first Mega I used, so that was exciting.
The Blaziken protects, probably protecting from like a Water Spout or Air Slash.
And you get that speed boost, and it gives another turn for a possible Thaw. And, you know, that Protect was just right. There was that Air Slash we saw, and the Water Spout. So that will get rid of the Ultra Necrozma. But it was definitely the right play for Allan, because not only is the Tailwind going to go out this turn, but you have the speed advantage here. So if you have something that can take out Kyogre, your Blaziken out, or if you have something that can help Blaziken take out Kyogre, then sure, Hayley gets Tailwind back up, but you've knocked out possibly her only legendary on this field.
Yeah. Oh, and we see the Zern come out.
So Xerneas has got Geomancy, most likely, 90%.
Yeah. But we saw that taunt on Tornadus earlier.
That's what I'm concerned about. I don't know if the Xerneas is going to be in a safe spot here. Do you think it would be best to just straight up attack and maybe target Kyogre, or...?
Hayley might just protect that Kyogre and just go for another Tailwind just to get the speed advantage again. However, if Allan Geomancies, the Zern could be faster.
Yeah.
And that would just...
It's one of those moments where it's like 50-50.
Did Allan call it?
We saw that Tailwind and the low kick. And there's the Dazzling Gleam, so did get the Tailwind up.
Enough? Oh.
Not quite enough.
Kyogre's so bulky.
It is, especially in special attack. And it's going to go for that Scald.
That will KO the Blaziken for sure.
Out. Down to Xerneas here, didn't set up that Geomancy, but and now it's not even faster. So I think Hayley here, Hayley Aldworth is going to take the game.
We'll find out if she has the Groudon at the back.
Let's see.
Looks like it. Toasty.
Yeah. And at this point, and also, want to point out, Primal Groudon against the Xerneas that hasn't been... Xerneas with Geomancy struggles against Primal Groudon already, but... Yeah, it's pretty much over here.
Even if Allan did Geomancy, he would still struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At this point, I think Precipice Blades might do enough to just KO with a single target.
Yeah. I'm guessing she'd go for the Fire Punch, though, to be safer. Or it could even be special with Eruption and Earth Power.
That's one thing. I think that would be the... Ever see Precipice Blades? I think that might be because Hayley doesn't want to reveal if it's special or physical right away.
Yeah. Because both of them carry that.
Yeah. And we see that combination, Ice Beam, Precipice Blades, and that combination is going to get rid of Allan Xerneas. And Hayley's going to take game number 1 of the round. But it is still anyone's game. We've seen a lot of comebacks before. But right off the bat, I'm liking that double primal strategy because you have Ice Beam, and I think I've always said Ice has been like the most prominent typing.
It's very good offensively.
Yeah.
Not especially defensively.
No. I think like Mamswarm's like the only iced in it that actually has decent defenses.
Still has 5 weaknesses.
Yeah,
so...
I mean it's not the best, but it's the only one I could think of at the top.
Yeah.
But do you think what do you think about adjustments here? Do you think...
you saw that Allan brought the Blaziken game 1, even though Hayley has 3 mons that can probably one-hit KO it, Groudon, Kyogre, and Tornadus, and potentially even Kang, which she didn't bring.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think Allan's like the other 3 mons, Zern, Dawnwings, Kartana, he will probably bring that again. They have a decent matchup against Hayley's team. So.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Tapu Lele, because I'm thinking Tapu Lele is going to benefit Necrozma, but also prevents that Togedemaru from using Fake Out and essentially allowing whatever you want. If you go for Kartana to try and match Tailwind, and because we did see Detect, so it might have Tailwind. So that's maybe what I'm thinking, is to go Lele Kartana here.
Yeah, one problem is that Allan had that since like Allan has to get up his Tailwind probably, because otherwise Hayley will always have the speed advantage.
Yeah, that's tough.
So.
Unless that Dawn Wings does end up carrying Trick Room as Ultra Necrozma. I've seen crazier things on stream.
We've seen 3 moves: Protect, Photon Geyser, and Earth Power, I believe.
Yeah. So it's a possibility.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see that classic Xerneas and Smeargle combo, yeah.
That may be what he replaced Blaziken with.
That makes sense. And we are going to see Tornadus and Togedemaru come out once again. Only ability on the field is Xerneas' Fairy Aura, so we don't really have a good sense of speed, though most likely Togedemaru will outspeed the Smeargle for the Fake Out there.
Yeah.
Now, we do have that Tailwind on that Tornadus side. I'm wondering... I really don't think Allan's in the best position, because like I said, he probably will be outsped, but Togedemaru can also go for a Iron Head on Xerneas, and I don't know, do you think Togedemaru is a threat for Xerneas? Because
yeah, it can spread Nuzzles, and Allan has no Misty Terrain to stop that Nuzzle.
But it's gonna go for Allan's gonna swap out that Smeargle for Tapu Lele, get the Psychic Surge out, kind of bait Hayley into using Fake Out there. That was a very smart strategy. And while
Hayley didn't fall for it.
No, that is. I think we are gonna see either Nuzzle or Iron Head, but we see that Xerneas now absorb the power.
So that's either a slower Togedemaru or it's just a timid Xerneas. Yeah. So that's interesting.
You know, timid Xerneas I think has been gaining popularity a lot recently, just because the only counter for another Xerneas is to pretty much outspeed it. So
yeah.
If we see that Nuzzle though, then Hayley's gonna. Then there's that Nuzzle. Yeah. So that was a good call by Hayley, because she basically completely neutralized Allan Xerneas right there with the speed, and now you can continue, I guess, to go for Iron Head, Air Slash, trying to either flinch it or knock it out.
Yeah, she didn't use Fake Out or Taunt, which both would have been blocked, so that's a great play by Hayley.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely think. I'm thinking Hayley. Do you think Togedemaru or Tornadus would be the better play on Xerneas?
I suspect. Oh, we see the Endeavor.
Yeah, there you go. So you were absolutely right with that.
And you see Air Slash, so pair of flinches.
Yeah, let's see. Well, we do see the Side Shock off the top of Lele right off the bat. It is going to target that Togedemaru.
Does a whole lot.
50%. But you know, Xerneas is going to be able to get that Dazzling Gleam off, and neither of Hayley's Pokemon are going to go down to that.
So we see Togedemaru take very little from that Dazzling Gleam, probably showing the Assault Vest item.
That makes a lot of sense, especially with Sturdy.
Yeah, and now Endeavor will do
a lot of damage. Do you think Endeavor's going to KO the Xerneas?
Endeavor will put it in Air Slash range, probably.
Oh, but it's going to target the Lele instead. Gets it down to 21 health, and there's the Air Slash, hoping for that flinch. It's about a 1 in 3 shot there, so...
Yeah, there's a 25% chance of paralysis and 1/3 chance, so it's almost like 50%.
Almost, yeah. Well, we see the knockout on the Togedemaru, and Xerneas gets that flinch, so...
Yeah.
Hayley's Tornadus lives to see another round, another turn here.
Yeah.
Kyogre now coming out. With the Tailwind, definitely useful, especially with Water Spout, because at this point, I think Hayley might have this game.
Water Spout can just wipe the rest of Allan's team.
That's
since all he can have is a Kartana, which isn't Assault Vest, so it will just bait in one hit.
Unless it is Focus Sash, that might be an option. I don't think Focus Sash can KO.
He had the Flyinium Z item.
Oh, that's right, we did see that earlier. So yeah, no, that's it.
Yeah. It depends. Maybe Zern can tank 2 hits. We never know.
I don't know. It is, and it's paralyzed.
So
anyway,
it probably was protecting.
yeah. We see Air Slash come out of the Tornadus, going onto the top of the Hayley, wants to get rid of it for good.
Making that water spout single target, so this will KO for sure.
Yeah.
And
there is that knockout. So down to Smeargle. We know Smeargle.
there may be Dawn Wings at the back.
I'm thinking that's going to be pretty much the only chance, and you got to stall out that Tailwind there. And there it is, yeah, so we are going to see Dawn Wings and Crozma.
Maybe Moody Boost can save Allan at this point? I mean,
you know, it's a possibility, actually.
50 evasion boosts.
I know that or speed, and if you're carrying Lovely
you
Kiss.
just Spore.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah. Yeah.
Although, if you do I gotta see how many turns Tailwind's left, because if you're Allan, you think you outspeed the Tailwind, and then you can Z Crystal, and then you can Z Crystal out that Kyogre there, because you have it's tricky because you're losing the Psychic Terrain, but you also have to like debate: is Psychic Terrain, should I attack now, go for the Psychic Terrain, or should I wait and go for the Z Crystal without the Psychic Terrain? And you gotta kind of judge that, and especially with a possible Groudon in the back for Hayley, that's a tough choice for Allan. Well, Tornadus is gonna switch out, and we are gonna see that Groudon.
This is interesting since now Kyogre's water moves won't do much.
I'm expecting maybe Ice Beam onto the possible Ultra Necrozma.
I expect. It depends if she called this or not, because Allan can just choose to Ultra Burst or not.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to if Allan use that Ultra Burst for sure.
Smeargle may also follow me as well.
That's a good point. That is actually a really good point. And we are gonna see that Ultra Burst. So
if he didn't follow me, Ice Beam's gonna do.
Yeah, or Protect. They didn't follow me. They just went straight Photon Geyser.
Probably going for the Spore.
That's a good point. But I don't know about. And there's the Spore. So I was a bit hesitant there on whether or not Smeargle was gonna outspeed. It does Spore and put the Groudon to sleep. And we see that Ice Beam. We do know that Ultra Necrozma was able to take it, so it'll probably be able to survive as long as it doesn't get frozen this time. And now, even though the Psychic Terrain is gone, you do have a couple options.
Oh, there's a Speed Boost. So...
Okay, alright.
This game isn't over.
It is not. I think...
We saw that Earth Power game 1, and that does a lot of damage to Groudon.
That might one-hit KO it as well. I'm thinking right now we're going to see the Z Crystal out onto Kyogre. The Ultra Necrozma Z. And Spore, just to spam Spore, make sure that Groudon... Well, Groudon does have the necessary sleep turn this turn, so... I don't know, maybe Fall? There's a lot of options here.
What Allan needs to do is he needs to prevent his... Alright, so water... Yeah, so he uses Spore into there.
Smart play. Now you can save your Z Crystal just in case, because...
There's probably Earth Power in there. Oh, no.
No, there's a Z.
Interesting.
Guess did not want to get hit by the Kyogre, because it definitely was the... in my opinion, I think Kyogre is the biggest threat for Hayley, because you have that Ice Beam, and if that hits one more time, 100% accuracy, it's over.
This might go into the Groudon just to like bring out the Torn, and the Kyogre's still asleep, so...
That's true. Yeah, both of them have necessary sleep turns they have to take, and both of them will be able to wake up on the next turn, so...
Kyogre's taking its turn this time.
Oh, it is going into the Groudon slot.
This will be an easy knockout.
Yeah.
So...
I was a bit surprised we actually didn't see on Kyogre, because I thought we would see Earth Power on Groudon. But... there you go.
Earth Power sometimes does not KO, so...
Yeah. That's true. It really depends on the Groudon set.
If it's not bulky, it usually KOs, I think.
And you know, I think Allan at this, and we see that necessary.
Allan might have made a comeback.
I think he has. I think he absolutely has. And I think part of it is thanks to Spore and the speed boost that we saw from Moody.
The one problem now is that now Hayley can just taunt that Smeargle. So
I don't know. We've seen
Allan may need like 3 sleep turns this time.
Yeah, he really is going to need that.
Well,
yeah, it's tough, right?
Yeah, if Allan has a spiky shield on his Smeargle, he might just use that and then just attack the Tornadus.
The Tornadus is definitely a bigger threat. You gotta hope that Kyogre stays asleep though.
Yeah,
So
33% chance that Kyogre will wake up, so...
Let's see. It goes for Follow Me instead, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of nice, because you are going to be able to get rid of the Tornadus. You see Tailwind, though, not Taunt.
No Taunt.
Maybe... that might have been a bit more useful if you end up going for a Water Spout. I don't know. Yeah, that Tornadus is gone.
So as long as this Kyogre stays asleep, Allan might be fine.
Yeah, and it will.
Yeah.
But with the Tailwind now, you do have that possibility of waking up. I'm thinking...
See an accuracy defense drop.
Okay.
Alright. Well, since the Smeargle was got a speed boost earlier, and Hayley set up her Tailwind, but we saw that the Smeargle was faster than the Kyogre without Tailwind, that means that Smeargle is faster right now.
Yeah, which is extremely useful because you can go for Follow Me, or... I think Follow Me would be the best option in case they go for Ice Beam, but I think for Hayley, you need the Water Spout, because that's gonna get... that's the ending it.
If Allan thinks she will wake up, he might just protect Necrozma and then just Spore it again. Or
that's a good point.
Just do something, I guess, with the Smeargle.
No, you definitely
would Spore it next turn. Yeah, Spiky Shield.
Yeah. So now it's gonna come down to if this Kyogre stays asleep. Oh, we're gonna see Double Protect. That is a smart play, taking that possible.
Oh, didn't pay off.
No, it didn't. But
well, now we know that Kyogre's gonna wake up this turn.
Yeah.
So I think Allan might need a Double Protect
and
on Necrozma.
Yeah. Spore and well, no, you can't really Spore. I mean, I would love to see this just go Smeargle go Wide Guard right now, although that's probably not gonna happen.
Lots of Smeargles carry Wide Guard.
Yeah.
So possibly.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen Follow Me.
If anything, we're seeing
Spore.
the reveal now.
Yeah. Oh, probably not. If it's well, we haven't seen Fake Out, so that might not be the move it has. There's a possibility to. I want to see Wide Guard just to. Oh my gosh! It did it.
And did Hayley call it?
Oh my gosh, that's great!
It woke up and it water
spout. It actually did it. Oh my gosh,
now
that was
Allan can
great.
just Double Protect again to stall out the Tailwind and just win this game.
I 100% was thinking that Smeargle was gonna have Fake Out at first. That was an awesome comeback.
That's a great comeback from Allan.
And like you said, they just need to stall out that Tailwind. So, wow, I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. Allan did a great job of holding that to the very end.
We now know the power of Smeargle.
We do see Spiky Shield fail thanks to the Wide Guard, but that's okay because Smeargle, it really doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah.
We see the Water Spout one more time, even if Smeargle's knocked out, and most likely it's not because it's that.
Yeah, special. Wait, no, it's just.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, Kyogre's at so low.
Kyogre, I mean, I'm impressed it even did that much with like red health.
Oh, it speed fell.
Not that you need it anymore.
Wait, this might mean something because now Hayley's Kyogre is. If Tailwind is still up, Hayley's Kyogre is faster than Smeargle.
It ran out.
It ran out.
Pretty positive.
Okay.
So with that, Allan is gonna be able to Photon Geyser his way to the win.
Yeah.
That was impressive though. I was 100% joking with the Wide Guard. I thought it was Fake Out. I was like confident on that. So seeing that Wide Guard was really hilarious.
So we've seen Spiky Shield, we've seen Spore, Wide Guard,
and Follow Me.
And Follow Me. Okay.
So we know all Smeargle's moves.
That's good information for Hayley to know.
So do you think Smeargle is going to be good to bring in on this next match now that you know all the moves?
It'll still create some mind games, so it might be useful since Allan's Kartana and his Blaziken didn't do much, so...
Yeah. It's interesting, because we didn't see either of those come in on the last round, and I feel like Kartana is still decent, and maybe is worth a spot over.
Yeah, it deals super effective damage to more than half of Hayley's team, so...
It's interesting though, because Hayley, we haven't seen Kangaskhan, we haven't seen Tapu Fini, although I'm not sure that those are the right play. I don't think Kangaskhan is, especially with Tapu Lele on the field. Or a possibility. I don't think Kangaskhan really can be justified.
Additionally, the Ultra Necrozma outspeeds it, or when it's in Ultra form. Yeah.
That's 100% right. So yeah, I don't. That's it. It's like no, you're not doing that.
Hayley's probably bringing the same mons.
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any really need to adjust it either. I'm wondering if Allan's gonna go for that Tapu Lele trick again though, switching out last minute.
One thing Hayley might do is bring Fini to stop spores.
Oh, That's a good point, and maybe switch it in on this first turn, like go for Togedemaru, and
she may just not bring
never mind.
Togedemaru since
Yeah,
if she brings both of them, she just can't nuzzle.
Yeah. And actually, you really don't need Togedemaru, because I'm thinking the main use last time was to counter Xerneas, and in this case, Finny could possibly have Haze, most likely does. You have Groudon as well to counter it afterwards, so you don't really need Togedemaru. So yeah, that's a good point. I didn't really think of that.
Yeah.
It's Fake Out has pretty much solidified its spot as like the most useful move in the game at this point. So it's hard to think around that, where like especially with Smeargle and not forgetting Togedemaru, it's like, oh, what happens? You don't have Fake Out. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, none of Allan's mons have Fake Out actually.
Yeah.
You're right.
But we are gonna see Togedemaru this time with Tornadus once again, and Smeargle and Kartana this time. So I don't know about you, but I'm 100% expecting the Smeargle to swap out to Tapu Lele, and so we have a matched Tailwind here.
Yes, I think. Well, since she read that game 2, Hayley might like do something different this game, believing that Allan will do the same thing and switch out Lele.
Yeah, maybe maybe going to Groudon and put some pressure on Kartana. Swap out the Togedemaru for Groudon.
She might just nuzzle the Kartana. Oh,
going for Taunt on Smeargle.
Great play, since now Smeargle's like
immobile.
Yeah.
But it does give Allan this one turn of advantage here, but that Tailwind. I'm actually surprised we didn't see Fake Out go onto the Kartana at first, and then Taunt on Smeargle.
She's most likely nuzzling.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Nuzzle would pretty much neutralize this Tailwind. There it is. So.
One thing about the Smeargle, since we saw that it doesn't have Fake Out, that means that it's going to struggle every turn now.
Yeah.
So Allan has to switch that out.
You know, looking back at Allan's team, if he did go for both the legendaries, I think now would be a good time to bring out that Necrozma, because it's the only thing that can take this. And it could, if it is, we've only seen 3 moves. We've seen Photon Geyser, Protect, and Earth Power. And if it does carry Trick Room, like we've been speculating, that might be what this is like the scenario Allan wanted, because most likely Hayley's gonna set up that Tailwind.
Oh, Allan's just struggling.
No, he's given up on that Smeargle.
He just wants that sturdy to break.
Sacred Sword. So Kartana still is going to be able to outspeed thanks to that Tailwind. And it's going to critical hit, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. He goes for the nuzzle.
So Smeargle's paralyzed too, which actually might help Allan, because he might survive a bit longer, get him into a better position.
It's interesting that Hayley hasn't used Tailwind yet.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a crit.
So
that's not the Z Tailwind.
No. That Kartana is actually a lot bulkier right now than I thought it would. Taking that Air Slash from a Tortoise, I thought that was going to go down for sure.
A crit, nonetheless.
Yeah. I'm thinking here, Kartana... It's tricky here, because Kartana could go for that knockout on Togedemaru, but I honestly think getting chip damage on Tortoise it might be a better play. I don't know, what do you think on this one? What do you think?
I think she's gonna set up her Tailwind this turn because it's already been 2 turns of Allan's.
Yeah.
So, when we see this, so
Finny, yeah.
Probably just try.
Well, that completely immobilizes Smeargle. You have the paralysis, you have the taunt, and now with the Misty Terrain, there's no way that Smeargle should stay.
Yeah, and because Allan brought Smeargle and Kartana turn 1, he most likely has Dawn Wings and Zern at the back, meaning he didn't bring Lele to stop.
Makes sense.
Yeah, to stop the Misty turn.
Yeah. And we see that Dawn Wings and Necrozma come back in with Kartana, who gets paralyzed now, so Allan and Hayley both have Tailwind up, and at this point, the fastest on the field is going to be that Tornadus, so...
When Necrozma Ultra Burst, it should be faster than Tornadus.
That's true.
Depending on how Hayley trained it, but most are max speed at this point.
Part of me thinks that we're going to just Protect on... Well, it's tricky, because you kind of want... I'm thinking Allan wants to save that Z Crystal for the next turn. We do see Tapu Lele, though, so no Xerneas this turn, actually. And it gets rid of... That was actually exactly what Allan needed here, because not only do you have Smeargle's viability back, but you also are giving a huge boost in Psychic moves to your Necrozma, and now it's going to be able to Photon Geyser onto pretty much anything and
most
have a good shot.
Tornadus.
Yeah. And now I actually thought I was going to take that.
That's a bulky Tornadus.
Yeah, I did not think it was going to take that. Air Slash, a little too late, not going to flinch.
Oh, you see the Icy Wind.
Okay, that was the play. That
was
needed
a great
to happen.
play by Hayley. Now Tornadus outpaces both of Allan's. Well, actually, it still may not, because we saw how bulky it was taking that Photon Geyser.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Allan's Tailwind did run out this turn. Now Hayley has the upper hand in that. So at this point, that Icy Wind was just like the nail of the coffin for the turn. So we see that Protect from Necrozma. And Air Slash coming out. Not going to connect with the Necrozma, so no possible flinch there. Another Icy Wind is going to once again slow Allan's team.
Now Tapu Lele will be slower than the Tapu Fini, since it's most likely that Choice Scarf.
Yeah. And we see Psyshock. So this will still do a great amount of damage. And
This will KO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get rid of that Tornadus. It's interesting here because this might be a good spot to bring back Togedemaru to Maru.
Yeah.
Don't get the fake out, but you could possibly get rid of Lele, but brings Kyogre instead.
Yeah.
That's actually probably a better play now, knowing what we have in the back.
If that Kyogre is faster than, I believe most Lele's run about, like, one, like, modest-natured Choice Scarf.
Yeah.
So if that Kyogre is, if it has any speed investment at all, it's gonna outspeed the Lele.
Yeah, and don't forget, the Lele does have Icy Wind ×2, and Hayley's side has Tailwind, so...
Yeah.
This is the last turn of Tailwind, though. But...
And Necrozma may outspeed, though. Kyogre.
Yeah. Necrozma needs to protect... He needs to double protect here. I think. Otherwise, it's going down to Water Spout.
No, he's switching
switch,
out
switch.
to reset the speed. That's smart.
That's smart. It sacrificed Kartana here. It's already paralyzed, down to 14 HP. There's no use for it. That was the right play.
So those two mods are going down. But now, Allan can bring back the Smeargle, and more mind games are going to happen.
And the good thing here, and no Icy Wind, but we do see that reveal there. Here's the thing, Allan does have a really good chance at still taking this, because you have Wide Guard with the Smeargle, you have Spore with the Smeargle, and that can't be undone until Tapu Fini leaves and comes back onto the field. So I think, and with the Z Crystal possibility on Necrozma, looking at the rest of Hayley's team, you're gonna, I wouldn't be surprised if Allan just goes straight up Z Crystal onto this Kyogre and try and get rid of it. And
sometimes, like, Kyogre even has a chance to live that, Photon, I mean, like, that burns the sky.
Yeah.
So.
I think Tapu Lele really, Tapu Fini is in a tough spot because it can't really do anything. It needs to switch out.
Yeah.
I think this is the right play from Hayley, but you gotta really just hope on having Kyogre survive, because if Kyogre survives, then I think
Kyogre may have protected this turn as well.
Yeah. That was definitely that's tough, because you can't really... You see Spore on Togedemaru. This is a tough spot for both players, because it's really about figuring out the right play, and...
Yeah, alright, so it looks like Hayley's Kyogre will still outspeed that Smeargle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, again, now at this point, we're going to see Kyogre get out of there for Tapu Fini to reset the terrain and make sure that you don't get the sidekick terrain boosted like that burns the sky for Kyogre later. The thing is, if Allan uses the Z Crystal... Oh, we see Togedemaru switch out. I was thinking if Allan uses the Z Crystal onto Kyogre, which I thought was going to switch to Tapu Fini, that would have been it, and Hayley would have taken it.
Now Kyogre will most definitely live a like that burns the sky.
Oh yeah. Follow Me is a bit risky. You gotta call if they're gonna go for Water Spout or Ice Beam.
Oh, didn't even go for the...
Now that's actually a bit smart, because if they go for Ice Beam and you take this with Follow Me like it happens, like what happened, now at this point you Z Crystal Kyogre.
This may KO? Oh, it does pick up the KO. Now it's a 3 versus 1 situation.
Okay. Now I need... You're a great player, so what do you think is the best strategy here
Allan?
For Allan? Do you go for that Z Crystal now?
Oh.
Do you think that was a mistake, or do you think...
I don't think it matters at all, because he needs like some type of critical hit here. Or...
Do you think would Light have burned, or Light that burns the sky?
Oh, yeah, that's...
Would that have... Do you think Light that burns the sky would have knocked out the Kyogre, or do you think it still would have lived?
I think it would have knocked out. Did Allan use the Z move earlier that game?
We didn't see it in the game, no. It was a bit surprising. Maybe saving it for the top of the thing. But either way, congrats to Hayley for taking that game. And thank you so much for coming on and helping me out here.
No problem.
For the first game. Detective Pikachu, thanks you too. better.
Yeah.
It's hard when
How
Pikachu's
do you-
ears will not bend.
Okay.
Stick around for round 2 later.
Yeah.